Good afternoon, everyone on the MyBC Consulting Facebook page. It's 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so that must mean it's time for another episode of Where in the World, ... a W5 story session where I bring you connections that I've known a long time, a little bit of time, or just met, and ask them the W5 story questions of who, what, where, when, and why. And without further ado, hello and welcome. Who are you?
First of all, let me share with you. I had brain stroke and I have survived from the brain stroke. And because of my willpower, I'm back to the track. For more than a year, I was on the bed and I'm doing certain physiotherapy exercises. So coming to the point, what is your first question?
I want to know, who are you? Who are you? What's your name? And then what are 5 things that you do in this life?
So the first question is that my name is Professor M.S. Rao. I have authored more than 50 books, including the award-winning book titled See the Light in You, for which the Nobel laureate, His Holiness Dalai Lama, has written a foreword, and I am known as the father of soft leadership globally.
So when I say who hats, Professor, one of them is that you're a professor. Number 2, you're an author. Number 3, what are some other things you do in this world?
Okay, I was a soldier. I was an entrepreneur. I was an educator. Now I'm an author, and I'm also a philosopher.
Ooh, so as a author, what types of books do you write?
I write books on various categories like mindfulness, training, leadership, executive education, various categories, and about students also. But the recent book that has been published is on mindfulness. The title of the book is See the Light in You, for which His Holiness Dalai Lama has written a foreword.
So as a educator, what did you educate on?
I earned my PhD in soft skills in the year 2011, and I acquired my PhD, and I started educating students for management graduates and EMBA students, and also PhD holders. So I educated students in various segments in colleges, and then again for postgraduates, and also for PhD holders, and also for various corporate training programs I have conducted.
So I'm at, just so everybody's aware, you can kind of see I have a little bit different background. I'm at a friend's place, I'm pet sitting, and that chime that you just heard, they have a beautiful clock here. So that's not your set, there's a beautiful clock that made that little chiming noise. So Professor, where in the world are you today?
I live in India, Hyderabad, and I was born in the land of Mahatma Gandhi and the land of Buddha. It's an honor to be born in a country like India.
So where can people find you to connect with you? Where on social media can people find you?
I have 4 blogs, and one of the blogs titled Vision 2030, 1 Million Global Leaders. Okay. And for that blog, Dr. Kiran Bedi, the first woman IPS officer, has written a foreword for this book, and I have dedicated this book to the former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. That's one.
Okay.
Next.
You know what? Why don't we? I'm going to get you, because I know you sent me ahead of time the list, and I can cut and copy and put that into the comments afterwards. Okay? Because you'll want to connect with this professor. You'll definitely want to connect. So, Professor, when did you decide you wanted to be an author and write 50 books?
I basically, I'm passionate about education and learning. And at the age of 18, I joined Indian Air Force. That is, I'm an Indian Air Force veteran.
Mhm.
Then I served in the Indian Air Force and for 12 years. Then uh, I became an entrepreneur. Then I became educator.
Mhm.
Now I other books on mindfulness and various areas. And now I'm also a philosopher. Like that, I have my journey is not one area. I
Mm.
traveled in various areas in my life. I don't know where I will be in the next level, but currently this is my level where I am an author, a best-selling author, and also I'm a philosopher. This is my journey. I don't know where my future would be.
Spoken like a true philosopher, do we really know if this really exists or not? I'm being funny right now. Is that like they say? I have a nephew who went to school and he became a philosopher and also a computer scientist. And it was interesting because he's like, does this technology really exist or does it not really exist? His philosopher hat. So, Professor, what is your why in life? Why do you do what you do?
Why means I'm very curious basically, and
Mm.
why means I started Vision 2030 1 million global leaders. This is a non-profit initiative I started because I'm passionate about education and learning, and
Mhm.
I have trained more than 50,000 students as global leaders.
Oh, wow.
Free of cost, free of cost. And after the coronavirus, things have changed. So I started sharing my knowledge online on my 2 YouTube channels and on 4 blogs. And one of the blogs is very active. That is Vision 2030, 1 million global leaders.
Mhm.
And the thing is, my purpose in life is to lead life with the commitment, discipline, and to lead life with uh, uh, integrity. That's what
Mhm.
I believe in. I want to leave a very good legacy for the future generation, especially for the next generation, like millennials and centennials. I would like to leave a very good legacy for the next generations.
I can see you doing that, Professor. Thank you so much for joining me today and sharing a little bit of your unique to you W5 story. I'd like to give a shout out at this time to Lachelle Akins, America's Supermom, who connected us together. And because I just learned that Professor Rao has written 50 books, he's coming back in a couple of months, and we're going to talk about his books on the MYBC Virtual Bookstore Author Series in a couple of months. So I'm excited about that journey
Would,
as well that we're going
would,
to be
would,
on.
would you give me a moment? I would like to speak to you for a minute. Okay. Uh, uh, the I had a brain stroke and I survived. I was born in a toxic family and grew up into a toxic environment. I'm
Mm-hmm.
self-taught because I didn't have regular education and I was a college dropout. So despite having financial challenges, mental challenges, physical challenges, I'm not giving up. Despite being a dyslexic, despite with ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, despite a survivor of brain stroke, I am not giving up. So the message from this video is that everything is possible in this world. Life is great. Thank you very much for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
You're more than welcome. So we'll make sure we put Professor Rao's information into the chat on Facebook so you can connect with him and learn more about his unique story. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Thank you.